Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the Singles Collective. Now, if you're watching this after the live stream, just take a look down below in the description box and click on the timestamps down below. For those of you who are watching me live, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And today I'll be channeling messages focusing on what you need to know in regards to your love life in the month of August. Of course, taking into account that Venus is in Cancer and will be in Cancer until August 25th. That being said, if you're interested in getting to know more about me, my client testimonials, my credentials, or scheduling a private reading, then just look down below in the description box as all my links are down below. That being said, we're going to be focusing on, oh, actually I didn't bring those cards out, but let me do that now. We're going to be focusing on the water signs, okay? So if you are a single Scorpio, single Cancer, or single Pisces, then these messages are going to be for you, okay? However, hold on, give me 1 second. I didn't bring out the cards to show you guys. Oh, here it is. It's right over here. Alrighty, we're back into the swing of things here. All right, intuitive friends, let me make sure you guys can hear me. And then we're going to head straight into the reading. Again, this is a singles reading. I already posted the couples reading yesterday. I actually finished all of them yesterday. So you could take a look in the couples section. But this is for singles and singles only. All right, awesome. Let us begin with Scorpio. Hello, single Scorpio, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second-degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information is down below. And today, Scorpio, I will be channeling messages here. And again, this is a singles reading, so it's single Scorpio, wherever Scorpio may be on your astrological natal chart, whether you are a Scorpio sun, moon, rising, or in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, and partnerships. And that would be Venus, your Juno, or your 5th or 7th house, okay, on your astrological natal chart. That being said, Scorpio, let's take a look at what's in store, what's coming in your direction. As you know right now, Scorpio, or you may or may not know, Venus is in Cancer, okay? You know, a water sign that is just like you, right? You're a water sign. So Cancer, Venus will be in Cancer from July 30th all the way through August 25th. And then after that, it's going to be Venus in Leo. We'll talk about that when it comes, more towards September readings, okay? So no worries about that. But Scorpio, let's take a look here at what's coming through for you in matters of love, your love life. Single Scorpio, what's coming through for you? And you have here soulmate. All right, beautiful energy here. Okay, you will be, of course, more focused on partnerships, on compatible partnerships. Okay, some of you may have the opportunity to meet someone that is more closely compatible to you and your energy here. Okay, Scorpio. Actually, let me make sure I have the Scorpio sign here for my life. Okay, for those of you that are joining. All right, so Scorpio, you have soulmate here. So there may be here a connection that you may experience here in the month of August. Now, this could start off as friendship, and for some of you, it's someone that has been a friend for quite some time, and for others of you, is someone who may very well be a new person that you meet, a new person that you may be interested in. They may be interested in you. Because of this Venus in Cancer, there is an increase type of energy here for you to experience deeper soul connections. So the opportunity here may be open for you, Scorpio, where you're more likely to connect with someone who is either more compatible with you or to attract or manifest your soulmate type of energy, type of connection. Now, that is going to require here, Scorpio, you to show more emotional vulnerability, okay? And not only that, but also be able to heal or have healed or be continuing to heal in matters of the heart, okay? Remember, you attract what you are. So if you are in a higher state of healing or in the process of really working on yourself, then it is higher, you're more likely to attract someone who may be at that same frequency. Okay, so beautiful message here for you, Scorpio. Again, the possibility or opportunity may be there for you in the taking in the month of August, especially with this Venus in Cancer. I do feel here that some of you may start talking to someone, might start getting to know someone, or start opening up a little bit more if there is someone right now at this particular moment in time that you not only feel a sense of compatibility, but feel that you are able to be emotionally vulnerable in regards to matters of the heart. So again, that opportunity is there, and that shift and that change may be because of this Venus in Cancer. So again, it allows more of that opportunity for that to happen. By the way, you have the number 41. 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. So again, there may be some emotional changes, some healing as well here. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you, single Scorpio, for the month of August. And we have here, it says cultivate divine masculine. Okay, so cultivate divine masculine. This has nothing at all to do with gender, but everything to do with yang energy. And the yang energy is the divine fire energy, the divine masculine energy that every single person has within themselves. We always have that yin energy, which is the divine feminine, and masculine, the divine masculine energy, which is the yang energy. So this is talking about cultivating this sense of action. Okay, yang energy. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. I have a strong Mercury placement, so Mercury's in retrograde, so my apologies. But the divine masculine is about action. It's about you during this time in the month of August, placing into actions the things, the efforts, and the healing. Remember, I talked about this a little while ago, making sure that you're really moving in that direction and building up that momentum in order to then attract a more like-minded, compatible partner, okay, friend, and opportunity. So this is not about you being laid back. I'm not saying that you are, Scorpio, but I'm just saying that this is more about action. You actually taking action in the direction of whether that's putting more action in your healing, okay, putting more action in establishing good communication between you and someone that you may be interested, and vice versa. Okay, so there's an action-based type of getting to know each other or potential candidate type of energy here. Okay, so that's going to be very important in order for things to be moving in the direction that is more favorable for you, right? All right, Scorpio, let's see what else is coming through for you for the month of August with this Venus in Cancer, which, by the way, is going to last until August 25th. And then after that, Venus is going to be in Leo. But by that time, I will be doing the readings for September, so you'll get those messages there. But again, like I said here, Scorpio, during this Venus in Cancer, it's going to allow you to increase this experience or this potential experience of deepening a soul connection and being more emotionally vulnerable, as well as focus more on your healing. Okay, let's see what else is coming through for you here, Scorpio. I was about to say Cancer, but it's Scorpio. So let's see. Look at that. Validation, confirmation, exactly what I said at the top of the reading, exactly what's showing up as validation, confirmation. Soulmate, compatibility. Okay, this means a higher tendency in the month of August to connect with someone who has more of a like mindset with your goals, your dreams, your vision of what a healthy connection should look like. Okay, spark, this is talking about chemistry, about passion, about maybe reignited passion in connections that you may have had in the past or recent past, and maybe thinking about uh talking again, or giving it another shot, so to speak. Okay, so again, remember that I talked about the energy of the yang energy being the fire. And sure enough, that's exactly what's come through yet again in your reading in regards to that spark. So there may be an instant mutual attraction, passion, magnetism. Okay, so this energy is out there for you in the month of August. Okay, and for those of you that may have missed that, there you go, masculine. Remember, masculine energy is yang energy, and that is the yin yang we all carry within us. All right, let's take a look here at what else is coming through. All right, Scorpio, let's see what else is coming through. Single Scorpio for the month of August. Single Scorpio, month of August. It's looking very favorable for you. Okay, single Scorpio. Now, listen, I know we are in Mercury retrograde, and that's going to be lasting until August 11th. However, we always have that shadow period. Okay, so there may be here, that Mercury retrograde extending, or the energies extending longer than August 11th. So, but this is still a good time for you to reflect on the things that you need to change, reflect on the soul searching that you need to do in order to know exactly what type of characteristics and what type of personality, values a person should have in order for you to consider them a potential candidate here. And communication is going to be key. Okay, Scorpio, you're going to get to know more about the depth of this possible connection or friendship with communication. The more that you are able to be emotionally vulnerable, as I said at the top of your reading, the more that you are going to be able to move in the direction of getting to know them and them getting to know you. Okay, just don't get, my only concern here with all this fire is that chemistry ends up blinding your ability to see past the attraction, past the ignited passion, the magnetic attraction that you may have towards this person or this person may have towards you. So just keeping that at a balance or at an even keel so that you have a more objective view of the important elements here through conversation, through the forms of expression to find out, is this person truly more compatible than, maybe another connection that you may be getting to know, or than past connections that you have had and have learned from. Let's see what else is coming through for you, single Scorpio. And you have here 10 of Cups with the Knight of Wands. Look at that. Yeah, a lot of fire here. Validation, confirmation, a lot of fire. Well, listen, 10 of Cups, whatever this or whomever this person may be coming in your direction or you moving in their direction, there's definitely going to be this sense of feeling very emotionally satisfied. All right. So emotions are going to come through. Again, like I said at the top of the reading, and I know this sounds repetitive if you've been watching me from the start of this live, but I'll say it again, there's a higher tendency for you to experience a deeper soul connection with more emotional vulnerability during the month of August because of that Venus in Cancer. And as you know, Cancer is a water sign. So you do have here the 10 of Cups. There is this emotional harmony that could be coming in your direction here. There's a potential opportunity for that here for you, okay? So beautiful, beautiful energy. Not only is there going to be this sense of chemistry, passion, and attraction, but also this emotional depth here as well. Now, with the Knight of Wands, like I said, and I'll repeat it, remember that I said that my concern is that there's a lot of fire here for you, right? Cultivate the divine masculine. Again, masculine not being about gender, but being about the yang energy. And yang is about momentum. It's about action. It's about being proactive. But also fire here with spark, which again, it's about that chemistry, that attraction. And as I said before, my concern here is that the attraction, the way the person makes you feel, this sense of whether it be lust, whether it be passion, whether it be chemistry, whether it be you just super attracted to this person, that may in a way blind you from really getting to know the depth of this person that may potentially be coming in your direction or that you may be moving towards. Okay. So that's the only concern that I have here. But as far as the King of Wands energy, this is talking about, I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands energy. The Knights are all about movement, they're about momentum. And there is this, again, talking about the movement towards your passion, towards that chemistry, towards that person that you find interesting, that you find that the conversations are going well, that makes you feel a certain way. So I do feel that there is a possibility or a probability here for you to be moving in that direction. Now, Knight of Wands energy, the only thing that concerns me here is that it comes across as more casual than anything else. Okay. So this could be talking about you casually either meeting different people in different types of settings or meeting someone. And again, there isn't a level of longevity yet, but at least there is this sense of attraction and curiosity in learning to dig a little bit deeper with conversations and definitely attraction here. So that's just my only concern here with the Knight of Wands for you. But other than that, I mean, again, the more you get to know this person and the more this person gets to know you, then there is here a very high probability that there may be a beautiful reignited passion, if this is someone that you've known from the past or recent past, and you feel they are now more compatible with what you're looking for, or maybe that you're more ready for that type of commitment with that person from the past or recent past. But for others of you, this may be a very much of a new connection. And again, there could be just a lot of passion and chemistry here with a lot of emotional fulfillment through a lot of conversations. The reason why I'm saying conversations a lot is because this penguin has a blue scarf around their neck, okay, around their throat chakra. And it so happens to be that the throat chakra is the color blue, right? It's, the body energy center is considered to be a blue body energy center. So again, that is the reason why I'm saying that conversations are going to be key. So a lot of emotional passion, a lot of, sparks flying. Just make sure that they are aligned with what you're looking for, okay? That being said, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you, single Scorpio. And we have here, firstly, love yourself. Remember, I talked about that healing? There we go. All right. So, firstly, love yourself says, and I'll talk a little bit about this because, especially with this Knight of Wands, remember that I said the Knight of Wands is more of a casual energy. It's more of a no strings attached. So whether it's you, Scorpio, that may have that energy coming into the month of August, or there could be someone that you're very much attracted to, okay, a lot of spark, a lot of emotional connection. They may be saying the right thing, but they may be more in a casual type of mindset. In other words, they're looking for passion, lust, and all that, but not looking for longevity. So again, it's coming across with this card with firstly love yourself. So even if there is a lot of passion and chemistry with someone, but they are not aligned to your values and to what you are looking for, then this would be something again for you to continue to just observe with time. Okay. So, firstly, love yourself. It says, your existence is a beautiful blessing. Know how to deeply know how to deeply in love or be in love with your own self. You have a place to belong, people to vibe with, and will finally blossom to your best version. Okay. So, again, not every connection may be a connection that is the connection, but having an open mindset and making sure that you have been doing your work, your internal work in regards of healing and in regards to understanding what it is that you value in a connection. What are the valuable pillars? Because remember, Venus in Cancer, okay, is about that nurturing, but Venus is a lot having to do not only with connections and relationships, but it's about value. It's about what you value in a connection and who values you. So that's going to be at the forefront here for you. Scorpio, in the month of August. Scorpio, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And if you haven't, well, listen, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on your notification bells and all notification alerts to this channel so that whenever I post new content or when I do a live, which I do, and I take your questions and I do topic readings, and it's a lot of fun. So don't miss it. Just make sure you have your notification bells on, okay? All right, up next, we have Cancer coming up next. But in the meantime, as I'm putting back the cards, I do want to say hello to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope these messages are insightful for you. I'll be focusing on all the water signs here during this live. And of course, this is for the for the singles collective, okay? The couples collective, I already finished all of your readings, so just take a look in the couples section of the playlist, but this is exclusively for my singles. Singles just like me. All right, intuitive friends. Thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can continue to take part in not only the lives that I have, but also that you get information or you get notified when I come back on and have live streams. Okay. All right, intuitive friends, we're now going to be focusing on Cancer. Cancer, this is your month, so to speak, because of that Venus in um in your sign. So there we go. Let's see what's in store for you. Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Cancer sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or in other placements on your astrological natal chart, then these messages are for you, single Cancer. And today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on what may be coming up in your direction here in the month of August. Okay. Now, that being said, sorry, where's your sign? Here we go, because I'm doing a live at the same time, so I want to make sure that you guys can see it in the chat where I'm up to. All right, so Cancer, listen, if you want to know more about your astrological natal chart and more about those placements that are super important in regards to love, then look down below in the description box. I do have there a link focusing on Cafe Astrology. I'm in no way, shape, or form affiliated to them, but they do offer a free service. You can take a look at your astrological natal chart if you don't know it already, and your placement. So if you're going to do that, take a look at where your Venus lies, okay? Which sign lies in your Venus? Your Juno, your 5th or 7th house. Okay, 5th and 7th houses are important. They're about connections, they're about relationships, okay? Great placements to see what's going on, as well as your Venus as well, and your Juno, okay? So take a look at that down below in the description box. All right, that being said, Cancer, right now at this moment in time, Venus is in your sign, okay? Venus went into Cancer on July 30th and will remain there until August 25th. So you may be saying, well, what does that mean? What does that mean? How does that benefit me or impact me? Well, listen, it's going to allow you to be more focused on your self-love and your self-care. Also, bonding closer with your family, closer with your friends, and feeling an emotional safety. Okay, those are going to be very important points, because when you are emotionally comfortable, Cancer, it's going to allow you to be able to connect and, in a way, generate that vibration of attracting people with like-minded energy or like-minded mindset. All right, Cancer, let's see the potential blessings or energies. What can we be looking forward here for you in the month of August? Single Cancer, you have by the book. Okay, by the book into the sea. All right, so you're going to go with the flow. Remember that I just said the more you are emotionally comfortable, the more that you are making that time for that self-love and self-care, the more that you're going to feel more connected to not only yourself, but also be more open to connecting with friends, family, loved ones, okay? And having the emotional safety that you need in order to pursue or to move in the direction of finding someone or attracting someone in your energy field, okay? Now, you do have three elephants here, okay? And they are going in consecutive order. Now, what's interesting here is that these elephants are looking towards my left-hand side, which is the past or recent past. Now, Ganesha or Lord Ganesha is known as the deity to, in a way, take obstacles away or remove obstacles, okay? So there may be here some internal work, and listen, validation, confirmation on what I was talking about, that self care and that self love. There may be a lot of work that you are either starting to do, continuing to do, or on the tail end of, okay, in regards to your love life and matters of the heart. Now, these three elephants are moving towards the past or recent past. So there may be this kind of final cleaning or final moving things out the way in order to allow, more of an opportunity for new people, new things, new experiences, new environments, new opportunities. Okay. So that may be for some of you where that focus is. I do see here the number 11. So you may be seeing signs, symbols, and synchronicities from the universe, maybe even serendipitous events, numbers like 1111, 22, 33, maybe even mirror numbers like 1331 and things of that nature. Okay. So by the book is saying you're really focusing on making sure all that from the past or recent past is out of your system, out of your frame of mind. And of course, now, due to the fact that we are in a Mercury retrograde, this is a perfect time to make sure that you tie up the loose ends that you have either neglected to see or have turned a blind eye to see. So this is a good time to just clean all that stuff up and start moving in the direction here, to allow yourself the opportunity to meet new people and make new connections and start from a very clean slate type of energy. That being said, let's take a look here, Cancer. What else may potentially be coming in your direction here in regards to your love life? All right, single Cancer. What's coming through here for single Cancer? Single Cancer. Ooh, something just flipped up all by its lonesome self. And let's take a look at what that is. Answer the call. Look at that. You are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I told you guys. I told you when I see this is telling me straight up, listen, you're clearing things that no longer serve you. You're letting things go that no longer serve you. And sure enough, you have here answer the call. You may be starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. For some of you may have gone through very deep, dark night of the soul, been in the healing process. You may have been kind of focusing on making sure that you feel back into balance. Some of you may have been a little bit more reclusive and in solitude, because you've been dealing with or focusing on or healing through connections, situations, circumstances from the past or recent past. And you're just kind of, in a way, like I said, cleaning everything in one full swoop. Now that Mercury is in retrograde, there's this energy here of tying those loose ends and letting those things go. So, because of that work that you are either beginning to, to undertake, whether you may be in the middle of or the tail end, it's going to benefit you here in the month of August, because it's going to allow you to be focusing on what is at the end of the tunnel, the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay. May have been a very difficult road, but a lot of you here are going to feel like, you know what, I'm ready. I'm ready to start dating. I'm ready to start getting to know someone. I'm starting to get ready, or start to get ready to be more open for opportunities. And that is because of that emotional healing. Remember that I said emotional safety is very important for you, Cancer, especially during this during this Venus in your sign. Okay. So as long as you feel more comfortable with your own skin and you're feeling more comfortable in the healing process, you're going to feel more comfortable with allowing certain opportunities to come into your direction. You're going to be more focused and feel more whole, with the healing process, but also, be more open to get to know someone. Okay. So again, beautiful energy here. It's as if like the seas are parting. Okay. Now remember, these two things here are like boulders. Okay, they look like they're mountains, and it's as if you're walking through those obstacles. Okay, it's like you're gonna head through, and guess what's making that way here? symbolically or energetically. These strong elephants that are moving straight ahead. Again, like I said, elephants are very strong animals. Okay. An elephant could wrap its trunk or around a tree trunk and literally rip it from the earth. And also, that same trunk with all that strength has the ability to hold an egg gently. So there is a lot of strength and a lot of sensitivity connected to elephants. Okay. So there you go. So you have the strength to power through any situation, circumstances, events from the past or recent past. And you have the tenderness to allow yourself the grace to start again in love, in a connection, in a friendship here. All right, let's see what else is coming through for you. Cancer, beautiful, beautiful reading here for you. So there is this energy of you giving love another chance here. And, seeing the bright side of the dating scene, It's all about your perspective here. And you have here influence and sway. I'm only going to take the two cards that I'm seeing here, okay? And that is influence and sway. Remember that I was talking about the angel numbers that you may soon be getting here in the month of August. Sign symbol synchronicity is like 111, 222, 333. There you go. You have 333 here. So validation confirmation. You have influence and sway, and you also have codependency. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the codependency here for a second. Now, remember that I was talking about these elephants. These elephants are moving towards the past or recent past, especially with this Mercury retrograde. This is talking about you, in a way, pushing the residual energies of things from the past or recent past. And once and for all, really just allowing yourself the ability to have a very clean slate. And that means that you are also working on these codependent behaviors or codependent tendencies. This could be connected to old patterns of behavior. This could be very much connected to things that you have attached to yourself, perspectives you have attached yourself towards, which have created a sense of restriction or a sense of blockage or obstacle in regards to your love life, because you're committed to staying in that pattern or in that emotional, uh, continual, like, it's like loading. It's a loop. Okay. So you're breaking that loop. You're really focusing on breaking that loop. You're focusing on, letting yourself go. And instead of feeling powerless over a situation, circumstance, or event from the past or recent past that may have very well placed you in a type of an abyss, okay, an emotional abyss here, in your past or recent past. This is talking about you getting over that by, again, clearing those blockages. Remember that I talked about Lord Ganesha at the top of your reading. That is very much how this is coming across, helping you here get over these codependent energies. Now, you also have not only these codependent energies here that you may be tackling or finally getting rid of here in the month of August, but there's also the self-sabotaging thought or limited belief that at times may surface or resurface. So I do feel here for you, Cancer, that there is this sense of you really working on these two important elements here in order for you to clear and residually let go of things from the past or recent past, so that you can walk into this new month and this new opportunity with Venus in your sign, Cancer, for a brand new start. Okay, looking at things from a different point of view, looking at the glass half full rather than half empty. I also feel that some of you here may start talking with someone, or someone may start communicating with you. Okay, that could go either way here. All right, so I'm seeing this sense of communication here potentially for you, Cancer, in the month of August. All right, single Cancer, let's see what else is coming through for you. And then, of course, we're going to end the reading with an advice here for you. All right, let's see what's coming through for you. And we have here the Six of Wands with the Six of Pentacles. Validation, confirmation, yet again. I talked about those angel numbers coming through for you. Those double, or triple digit numbers here. You have 111, 333, and 66. Okay, so 113366. Okay, pay attention to sign, symbol, synchronicities, your guides, as well as your guides or your guardian angel, or whichever religious or spiritual belief system you may have. Remember, I spoke about Lord Ganesha here. So for some of you, it may be that as well, like Lord Ganesha here. But whatever spiritual beliefs you may have, pay attention to those sign, symbol, synchronicities. You have 1133 and you have 66 here. So let's talk about the Six of Wands energy. This is about the recognition. This is about the victory that you are potentially here focusing on in the month of August here, single Cancer, because you feel like you have finally overcome these, breakup, separation, or divorce from the past or recent past, blockages, emotional situations, circumstances, or events, and you feel like you are starting to either see some type of improvement in your own life, which is giving you this reassurance to feel more emotionally safe or comfortable in coming out of your shell and mingling or starting to allow yourself to date again or connect with people again. So Six of Wands energy is this beautiful energy of victory. It's also here you being in the spotlight. So like I said, because of that self-work, tying up those loose ends, working on those codependent tendencies or that self-sabotaging thought or limited belief, you may have the possibility here to start getting to know someone. Now, I feel that this getting to know someone, okay, may come across in, it's coming across to me like in a place where there's a lot of people. Okay, so a lot of people. This could be maybe a hobby that you like to do, but it's coming across as like there's a lot of people involved, or not involved, but like you're surrounded by people. Like, let me give you an example. Like maybe at an event, maybe at a concert, maybe at a festival. That's how it's coming across. It's like it's not coming across as like individual meeting. It's coming across like in a bigger forum. This could also be people that that may connect you with other people here as well. So it's like you go out with your friends, family, or loved ones, and as you are in that outing, you happen to meet someone. You happen to catch someone's eye, or you catch someone's eye. Okay, so there you go. Six of Pentacles energy, very important here for reciprocal energy. So not just that you are going to go out there and just kind of like put yourself out there in the dating scene, but you need to be actively involved. That is what the Six of Pentacles is talking about. The action that you're giving, making sure that you're getting that type of action. So therefore, consistency is going to be very important. And whomever you may be meeting or may be meeting you here in the month of August. So again, if you see that someone is not being as consistent with texts, not being very consistent on following up and going on dates, or they're kind of like iffy, wishy-washy, then again, that's something that you need to consider. Is this perhaps a good person that matches the energy that I'm in? Okay, so again, so for those of you who don't mind that, then great, that would work for you. But for those of you who are really looking for a solid connection, a connection that is focused on reciprocity, okay, that reciprocal energy, okay, the same amount of effort that I'm putting in, I'm getting, the effort in return as well. And that here is going to be very important. So making sure that you really watch out for that, okay, and whomever it is that may be talking to you or that you may be talking to them. So that equal give and take here. Now, the Six of Pentacles energy is also talking about your energy, okay, Cancer? So it's important for you to be at a higher vibrational energy during this month of August, where you start seeing the glass half full rather than half empty. Okay. So that means here that it's going to be up to you how you move and what you may be attracting, because the Six of Pentacles energy has a lot to do with your energy. So whatever it is that you are thinking about, that's what you're going to be bringing about. Okay. So if you're thinking about, oh, this dating scene, it's so difficult, it's horrible, there's no one out there for me, then you're going to be generating more and amplifying more that energy, especially with this Venus in Cancer. So that's the energy that you're going to be focusing in and tuning into. Well, the universe is going to be like, oh, that's the energy that you want to amplify. So let's amplify that energy. What you want to do is you want to amplify the energy of seeing the glass half full, being more being an optimistic person, saying to yourself, you know what, there are a lot of people out there, and I am going to meet the right person who is at, vibrating at my, high frequency. I'm going to meet someone who's equally as fabulous as me. I'm going to meet someone who's equally interested and passionate and, good at what they do, or, whatever that may be. Okay, so there may be a lot of people that are watching you also, Cancer, that you may not be aware of. You may have some type of secret admirer that you may not be aware about. Okay, and this could go vice versa. You may have a secret admirer that you're into that may not be paying attention to you right now, but will, you can create this energy of actually being proactive and, getting to see if they notice you or whatever, how that may be. But that's definitely coming through. Remember, the energy you put into something, the energies that you will be getting in return. Okay. All right. That being said, here, Cancer, let's take a look at your advice. I feel here, Cancer, you're going to be more emotionally stable and secure. Okay. In the month of August with this Venus in your sign. I feel that, like I said at the top of your reading, there's this energy of, because of the self-care and the self-love, the closer family bonds or relationships with friends, family, and loved ones, that's going to increase the safety or the emotional safety surrounding things that are very much connected to your love life. So when you feel emotionally strong and safe, it's going to allow you to come out of your shell a lot more. Okay, so there you go. Let's take a look here at what else is coming through for you here. All right, Cancer, and your advice is respect. There has been much help from people that you have received. Be grateful for those, my dear. There you go. Listen, pay attention to a person. Remember that I said you may have a secret admirer. Listen carefully here, Cancer. You may have someone that you may be not even putting in your radar. You may just think this person is just being nice, they're being sweet, they're being kind, they're a friend, and that's all it is. But I feel that there is someone here that may potentially have a lot of deep respect for you. And they may be the type of person who's always there for you. They're helping you in something, or this may happen in the month of August, where this person just really pays attention. They pay attention to details. And that level of someone paying attention to detail, someone being consistent, someone really kind of in a way watching out If you need something, hey, listen, I'm going will you want a cup of coffee? Like someone who tends to be, like they don't have to do something, but they do it because they really want to do it. This could be a signal here of someone that may be very much interested in you here in the month of August. They may come across very like under the radar. And because there could be here this level of respect that they have for you, or there may be other situations involved, meaning they may think that you are in a connection. This may be, something in regards to due to certain responsibilities. Maybe both of you are working in the same place or whatever this may be, but there could be an outside factor, kind of like they're not quite sure about your stance in something. Okay. So they may be super respectful towards you and also giving, also kind of paying attention to you. So again, pay attention to those dynamics because it could be here, like I said before, there could be someone who is very much a secret admirer. This could also be you. Okay, this could be you. You could be really liking someone, and due to the fact that there is like you have a deep level of respect, you're not quite sure how to approach the person. So again, there is an opportunity here for that type of dynamic to be present here in the month of August. So just keep aware, okay, of those dynamics and be aware that there could be here someone that you may be secretly admiring or someone secretly admiring you. And again, there's a sense here of starting a communication between the both of you, or at least showing some signs of being interested. Okay, so pay attention to that. I feel it's going to come very subtle. So this could be you being very subtle, kind of dropping hits on someone that you like, someone that you're interested in, or someone who's interested in you being very subtle. And it's because they respect you a lot. All right. That being said, Cancer, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel so that you can and continue to enjoy the content here on my channel, as well as the live streams that I do for my current subscribers. All right, intuitive friends, for those of you who are my current subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. As you know, these are all free channeled messages, and if you would like to give a thank you, feel free to do so. My chat, my super stickers and super thanks are now open and available for you. No obligation, but if you feel called to be generous, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, up next, we have Pisces. And if you missed Scorpio or Cancer readings, no worries. As soon as I finish this live, I will make sure that I place the timestamps on these messages so that you are able to quickly find them and see here, Singles Collective, what may potentially be in store for you and available for an opportunity here for you in the month of August. Okay, and if you missed it before, I'm going to say it again. Okay, Venus is in Cancer. Okay, Venus is going to be in Cancer until August 28th. This is a great opportunity to allow yourselves to connect with that emotive energy inside of you. Okay, continue to heal because we are in a Mercury retrograde. Okay, review, reconsider, reanalyze, reevaluate. All right, this is a great time to start clearing things from the past or recent past, those residual energies that, oh, I can't get my ex out of my head. This is the great time to get your ex out of your head. You know what I mean? This is the time, because guess what? Mercury retrograde is about you reflecting on those important lessons that you need to know and recalibrating yourself so that when Mercury goes direct, you're more open and more focused on what you want to attract into your love life. So this is a time to let go of all the baggage, It's kind of like, it's so funny because my guys just showed me clairvoyantly the Six of Swords. Yeah, it's like the Six of Swords. It's time to let go of any residual memories, emotions, situations, talking about the ex, thinking about the ex, oh, about that horrible time I had, that breakup, separation, or divorce. Let it go. Let it go. So that you can have a brand new start here, especially with this Venus in Cancer. All right, intuitive friends, we're going to jump into Pisces. For those of you who may have missed the couples reading, and maybe you know friends of yours who are couples, feel free to take a look at my playlist, my couples playlist. So if you know anyone who's a couple, feel free to share my YouTube playlist with them if they are a couple, because I finished those readings last night. That being said, we're now focusing on single Pisces. Hello, single Pisces, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you're interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, or if you're interested in a private reading, then look down below in the description box. Yes, I do have credentials, and they're all there down below for you, as well as Cafe Astrology link. Now, listen, I have no affiliations to Cafe Astrology, but I can tell you this, I do know my placements on my astrological natal chart, and that's because that's free. So take a look down below, use that tool so you can find out where you could have other placements of Pisces on your astrological natal chart. Okay, like for example, I have Pisces in my moon sign. I am a Taurus sun with a Pisces moon. All right, so again, that's completely free for you. And once you do that, once you kind of get to see your placements, take a look at what sign you have in your Venus. That's going to help you in getting to know a little bit more about your love life. Also, your fifth house, your seventh house, and your Juno. Those are very important placements that focus on relationships, partnerships, and connections. Okay. All right. Single Pisces, whether you are a Pisces sun, moon, rising, Venus, Juno, seventh or fifth houses on your astrological natal chart. Let's see what's coming through potentially here for you in the month of August in regards to matters of the heart or your love life. All right, Pisces, let's see what's coming through for you. And I see B is saying, hey, hello, B. Welcome. All right, let's take a look here. Single Pisces, potential energy here for you in your love life. All right, and we have here loyal heart. Oh, that's beautiful. Listen, Pisces, right now Venus is in Cancer. Okay, now Venus is about connections, it's about relationships, it's about values, it's about creativity, it's about the beauty of things, the sensuality of things. Is a lot having to do with the divine feminine energy, has nothing to do with gender. Divine feminine energy, the yin energy. Okay, now that being said, I feel here that there's this high level of either creativity or spirituality that you're going to be focusing on here in the month of August. All right. That's going to encourage this divine connection within you. Now, what do I mean by that? There's a higher level of tendency for you in the month of August to connect with a like minded soul. Okay, a person who's equally intuitive as you, a person who values friendship, values connections, values partnerships as you value connections, partnerships, and relationships. Okay, so there is here a possibility for that. There is also a probability here that you may encounter a friendship. Someone may talk to you, you may talk to someone. There could be an interest here. And when you meet that person, okay, there is this kind of level that I'm feeling of number one, effortlessness. It's as if you've known this person before, so that you could be very much open to that energy, even if it's just friends. It's like there's something about this person, like I know them, even though I've never met them before. And there could be here a little bit of this past life type of energy. Could have been a person that you may have met or may have had a connection very deeply in a past life. Now, not everyone is believes in reincarnation, and that's fine. But for those of you that know what I'm talking about, you may have that kind of connection here with someone. Okay, in the month of August if you don't have this connection already. So some of you may already have a person that you're kind of talking to, your friends. There could be something there, but you're just seeing how things go. There is this kind of heart to heart type of emotion here with this person and this person with you. So it could go vice versa, or it could be very mutual energy. All right, let's take a look at what else is coming through for you, Pisces. I feel that this Venus in Cancer is going to encourage you to be more open to listening to your intuition. And it's not just listening to your intuition, but it's actually listening and allowing your intuition to guide you. You know what I mean? Because one thing is to listen, and another thing is to be like, yeah, I heard it, but I'm still going to do something in a different direction because I'm very much focused on the logical, analytical aspect. And this loyal heart, it's not about the logical, analytical aspect of anything. It's about the devotion of a friendship. It's about the faithful approach on the loyalty in your heart towards someone, and that loyalty being reciprocated onto you. Now, remember that yes, Venus is about love, it's about connections and partnerships, but it's about value. It's about you noticing who values you here, Pisces, in the month of August, whose friendship is valuable to you and who values you as well. Okay, so that's going to be super important here for you in the month of August. Okay, so let's see what's coming through for you. Ooh, what just popped? Oh, by the way, you have two that popped over. Okay, well, the first pop up here, I don't know what the second one is. It says walk the flower path. Okay, walk the flower path. Remember, I was talking about that divine feminine energy. Stay centered. Stay centered. The more that you stay centered and connected with your yin energy, with your heart energy, okay, the more that you're going to be able to go with the flow of where your intuition is leading you towards. And sometimes we get caught up, me included, because I'm a Taurus sun. So I'm very practical, logical, you know, keep my emotions to myself, don't really share too much about that. I'm there for everyone, I'm nurturing, but I'm very reserved when it comes to that. Now I'm a Pisces moon. Okay, so there's that intuition. And so sometimes I'm swayed more by the practicality of my nature, of my sun sign, and Libra is my ascending. So sometimes I get caught up in my head and in my practicality, and I lose track in a way of my Pisces moon, which is that intuitive emotion in matters of connections and love, so to speak. So in a way, how this is coming across for you, Pisces, is to be in awareness. Okay. And sometimes it's hard, right? To allow yourself to be swayed by your intuition, but your intuition is right. It's going to guide you in the right path. It says walk the flower path. Okay. Flowers take time to bloom. Flowers take time to bloom, just like connections take time to bloom, just like friendships take time to bloom. And not only that, but there's an increase here. There's an improvement happening here, Pisces, that I'm going to show you right now what I'm talking about. You have the number 35 here in that first card. Yeah. Guess what the second card is? 36 is a consecutive. Things are going to start moving along in your love life. Not right away, but it will. And there could be an opportunity here for you here, Pisces, in the month of August where something starts to blossom and bloom. Okay. Look at that. Wasn't I talking about the creativity? I talked about the increased creativity and spirituality at the top of your reading. And there you go. You have that here also. By the way, Pisces, you have the number 88 here. You have the number 35 here. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. And you have the number 17. 1 plus 7 is equal to 8. So you have 8, 8 here. Remember that I was talking about that reincarnation energy? Or that kind of past life type of energy, there may be someone coming in that you feel very much connected to. I feel that you're going to be prioritizing your yin energy, your flow with your intuition. Okay, you're going to put it in top priority here in the month of August. And that may actually here benefit you in a way that, you know what I'm also getting here, Pisces? I'm getting here maybe you meeting someone or someone meeting you in something that you are a part of, something that you like, whether that is a hobby or whether it's something that you really have an affinity to. Let me give you an example. Let's just say that you really love music, right? And you go to a music festival, and there you end up bumping into someone who is interested in you. You may be interested in them, but it's because of that hobby. See how this person is painting? Is because of that hobby. Now, I'm just using music as one example, but this could very easily be something like, cooking. If you like cooking and you just go to a cooking class, you like reading and you go to a bookstore and you may meet someone with the same interest. This could be something as simple as maybe, you like yoga or you like, you know, Pilates or something. You go to a class and you meet someone of a like-minded type of energy, but it's coming across as something that you really like and you participating in that either activity or being in that space or environment, and it allowing you to listen, walk the flower path here. It may blossom. There could be a connection that could blossom into something deeper here for you, Pisces, of friendship. And listen, I'm going to tell you something, and I say this all the time. I literally say this to my friends. By the way, friends are a great resource here. By the way, I always let my friends, like, I'm single, I'm available, because they know you. They know you, Pisces. They know who you are. They know what you like. They know what you don't like. And you know what? Friends that are really close with you and they, they adore you and you're really good friends together, they're not going to allow you to go out with that fill in the blank, that crappy person, because they're like, no, 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 no. I know my friend, and I don't want my friend to get hurt. So friendships are really good social networks here. So it could be a friend of a friend also. So I always tell people, listen, even if you meet someone, even if you're not attracted to them, you never know who they know. You never know what could come about it. It might not be with that person, but the connection could come through that person. Okay? Write it in your notebooks, guys, because trust me, I do the same thing. I tell my friends, I'm single. I'm available. All right, and Twitter friends, let's see what else is coming through for you. Potential energy here for you. All right, Pisces, you have here, look at that, your hopes, desires, dreams. Look at that. This is beautiful. You know what's funny is that this is the number 31. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Remember that I talked about you being very much connected to something that moves you, whether it's creatively, whether it's a hobby. There's also this sense of you really wishing, hoping, desiring, and praying for a connection. And there could be someone here doing the same thing, in their, you know, timeline, right? And they're wherever they are right now at this particular moment in time in August, right? So there is this sense of you still being hopeful despite whatever you may have endured in the past or recent past. So this is a very beautiful energy to have, because this is saying, listen, I'm open to the possibility. It doesn't matter what happened in the past or recent past and that it didn't work out for you. What matters is that you're still hopeful, that there is still a possibility here for potential. Even if the dating scene looks the way it looks, there's this beautiful, hopeful energy that you may have within you here, Pisces, that's allowing you to generate or be more of in an alignment with someone who's equally open to that receptive energy and you receiving as well. Okay, so it's not just giving, but it's also receiving. So, very, very nice. Continue manifesting here. And let's see what just flipped over for you. You have the Seven of Cups. You may have more options than you even are aware of here in the month of August. I'm getting not only options, but I'm also getting invitations. Okay. So someone invites you out, go ahead and enjoy. Okay. You don't know and you won't know at the beginning, but maybe getting to know someone with time. By the way, you have two cards here, so I'm just going to move them for a minute. But the more you allow things to flourish, remember that I said this could come through a connection, like a friendship, friend of a friend or something like that. So there may be more options of you connecting with more people here in the month of August. You may be invited to places, you may invite other people to places. So there's more of options here. I feel here I'm getting more invitations. So maybe here in the month of August, you may go out a little bit more than the usual. Okay. So for example, you just go out twice a month, maybe here in the month of August, and maybe four or five times a month. Okay. You may be getting unexpected invitations, or you may feel spontaneously. Yeah, because it's coming across like you may kind of like do things, maybe plan things spontaneously here in the month of August. So go with that flow, because that spontaneity may be the universe pointing you in a certain direction here in regards to someone, here with the Seven of Cups. You also have here the Page of Wands. Yeah, it's time for a new beginning. Pages are all about the beginner mindset. So right now at this moment in time, you may feel very much open to the inspiration, the motivation, and the drive and the passion to want to go out there and explore your options. Okay, Seven of Cups, exploring your options. Okay, you may feel like, you know what, I'm ready to let go of the old and open the opportunity here to meet someone new or new experience. Okay, new experiences. Remember, like I said, you have here create. And as I said at the top of your reading here, there's a high level of creative and spiritual energy here. Because as you know, Venus is about sensuality, beauty, art, things like that. This could also be art. You could go to like an art gallery or a museum and meet someone there. Again, it's coming across as someone who has a like hobby like you. Okay. Page of Wands, again, feeling inspired, feeling a drive, feeling like you want to go in a new direction, and in a direction where it is a fresh new start, something new. You want to discover new people, new places, new environments. There's something here about newness, okay? And you have this kind of passionate approach in regards to your energy, okay? Ace Okay. Sorry, guys. I have a puppy. By the way, he has a channel, so take a look down below in the description box. I think his channel is there too. But yeah, so you may have this kind of yearning, this desire of moving in a new direction. I feel that you're ready. I feel that you're really ready here, Pisces. You're coming across as super ready to really move in a direction that sparks your desire and your inspiration in regards to someone or in a new direction. And I feel this spark could also be the beginning spark of you going back into a hobby or a creative space that you were focusing on before, and you kind of going back in that direction. And there may be here people or a person or people or connections where there may be an opportunity. Like I said, lots of options, opportunity, invitations, dates, whether it's you asking someone out or whether it's someone asking you out. The opportunity is here for the taking. Last but not least here, Pisces, let's take a look at your final card. And you have here, see the bigger picture. Remember that I was talking about opening your mindset here? If it's not that person that you're interested in that asks you out, or that, the friends or something, it may be the friend of a friend, right? It may be kind of like, hey, why not expand your social circle, right? See the bigger picture. You go to a class, or you start taking part in a hobby, and you're only going there to focus on your hobby or your creativity. See things from a bigger perspective. You may meet someone there who may connect you with other people. You starting up a friendship here with someone, and that friendship may lead into other connections. It may lead to them saying, oh, I really like you, and guess what, my sister is single, or my brother is single, or my cousin is single. I think you guys would be, kind of get to know each other. You know what I mean? Like that. That's what I'm getting. See the bigger picture. Says getting too specific sometimes makes the whole thing unnecessarily complicated. You probably look at it from a general view to wrap everything up perfectly. Okay, I'm going to show you this, but I'm going to tell you what this is telling me intuitively. This is talking about this right here. When you're manifest the big important points, not the specific little details. Like, I need the person to be 5'3", or I want the person to be 6'4". I want them to be in the career of fill in the blank. Oh, I want the person that I want to attract has to be a fill in the blank. That is being too specific on things that really don't hold a lot of weight when we're looking at the values of a connection. So things like overarching, it's so funny. Benny Blanco and Selena Gomez, right? Beautiful couple. He manifested that connection with Selena Gomez. He even said it. He talked about it in the Jay Shetty interview, where he was like, I manifested. He didn't manifest Selena the person, but he manifested the qualities that he wanted to see in the relationship that was meant for him. And it so happened to be that Selena Gomez has those traits that he was manifesting. You see how that works? So that's what I feel here. This may be talking to you about that specificity in regards to very fine details, when in reality, it should be based upon being specific on the values, being specific on the foundation of a connection. Okay. Yes, I know attraction and chemistry is important, Listen, I get it. I'm the same way. But more importantly is the foundation of the connection and the foundation of who a person is. They could be a very, it's so funny because I wrote this on, I didn't write it on my Instagram, but I did write it on my WhatsApp. And it was, if a person only has a sexy picture to show, that's it, that's all they have, chances are, if when a person only has the ace in their pocket, and that ace in their pocket is only just a sexy picture, chances are that's all they have. They don't have anything more. They don't have anything else to show. They don't have anything else to give to the connection. So you want someone that's just superficial. You want depth. You want someone with values and all that great stuff. Okay. So that being said, here, Pisces, listen, I hope you've enjoyed these messages. Friends, if you've enjoyed these messages and you're not subscribed yet, hey, listen, subscribe. I do 5-minute topic readings for my current subscribers. So if you want to be part of that, you need to subscribe to the channel. Those slots, they fill up very quickly. Okay, so today or tonight, I should be doing a reading here for what your guides want you to know. So you want to take part of that, feel free to join me later tonight. So subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.